What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. Really quick, I wanted to do an intro for this back workout that you're about to watch. My approach to training has changed drastically this off-season versus last off-season. Definitely a lot smarter with my approach and my programming, incorporating a lot more progressive overload, pretty much all progressive overload for the main part, compared to my last off-season where I was just training with a lot of volume. Workouts were kind of disorganized. I just kind of went in there and trained intuitively, so just kind of, oh, this workout seems like it'd be, a good workout to put in today or whatever. Where now, regardless of how I'm feeling, like I just stick it out and I do the hard stuff. Compound movements, a lot more compound movements, so I'm definitely getting a lot stronger. My frequency, I'm definitely, incorporating that in a lot more. So what I mean by frequency is how many times I'm hitting a body group or a muscle group per week. So for me personally, my back is my biggest weak point, so that's something that I'm definitely hitting multiple times a week compared to my chest, which I don't need to hit multiple times a week because it's one of my more strong points, so I'll probably only hit that once a week. And in regards to volume, so on the muscle groups that I'm training multiple times a week, I'll just bring the volume down a little bit. My sequencing and my exercise selection. So exercise selection is just, the exercises I'm choosing for my workout, and the sequencing would be how I'm organizing those exercises. So I'm choosing exercises that I feel like work really well with my body, like I really feel it, I have a good connection with it, it works well for me, and then the sequencing would just be where I put those different workouts. So obviously, for a back workout, I'm not gonna start with like a cable pull down or a dumbbell pull over. I'm probably gonna start with a rack pull or a deadlift, and then kind of work through my rowing movements and my pull down movements and stuff like that, and then finish with like the dumbbell pullovers or the straight arm pull downs and stuff like that. So that's that's been my approach to this off season with my training. I definitely have improved a ton, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to go get back on stage again, but gotta make some improvements first, which we're doing. So anyways, thank you for tuning in and enjoy the video. Alright guys, what's up? Up here. Alright guys, what's up? Casey Davis, Red Vision Fitness. I'm going to take you through a back workout today. We're doing a lot of progressive overload. As you can see, we're doing rack pulls right now. So one thing, I'm a big advocate of on the negative, coming down slow, stopping all the way at the bottom, doing a rest pause, and then exploding up. I don't like bouncing off the bottom and using that momentum. It just makes your erectors work a lot harder. And if you'll notice, when I was coming up, I was pulling my elbows and shoulders back to help engage my lats. So we're pretty much hitting the whole back. So this is our first movement, pretty much the bread butter movement of our workout today. And we worked up to 2 sets of 6 to 8. So yeah, let's go to the next movement. Alright guys, so for our second movement, we're doing weighted pull-ups. We started with body weight just to get some blood into the lats. And then we worked our way up in weight, just doing acclimation sets, which I forgot to mention for the first movement. So for progressive overload, the way I work up is I do acclimation sets. So I'll do anywhere from 3 to 5 reps working up. I'm not trying to burn myself out, I'm just trying to acclimate my body and work our way up to the heavy weight. So this would be our last set for pull-ups. We did 3 working sets for pull-ups, 6 to 8 rep range. So for our third movement, we're gonna do underhand lat pull down. What I like to do, instead of sitting on the bench, I come down here. Forces you to stay upright compared to where you'll see a lot of people will come down like this and they'll lean back far to create momentum, and you're not working the muscle as much. So we do that. We're gonna do 8 to 12 reps, and then I'm gonna have my training partner push down. I'm gonna work the negative. We're gonna do that 5 times for 5 force reps. All right, here we go. So big stretch. Come down, squeeze. Stretch. Stretch. That's going to put a ton of blood into your lats. Make sure you're getting a really good stretch, really contracting when you drive your elbows down. Alright guys, so for our next movement, we're going to do dumbbell row. I'm really focusing on, rather than just rowing upwards like a lot of people do, I'm kind of swinging my arm back, bringing my elbow back by my hip, almost like I'm doing a straight arm pull down, but you're doing it with a dumbbell, just to really hit that lower lat. As you can see, it's harder than hell in here. So what we did on these, the T-bar row, is we went wide grip, target more of the rear delt, the posterior delt, and the traps. Okay, so our next movement is this machine. What's cool about this machine is depending on which peg, you're showing the pegs, which peg you put on will determine which part of the movement is the hardest. So if you put more weight up here, the beginning of the row is going to be the hardest. Here, the middle is going to be the hardest, and then down there, the top portion of the movement is going to be the hardest. So loaded up the most weight on the bottom portion. We did 245 and 35 in the middle, and then 25 at the bottom. So as we come up, it gets easier. Usually, this part of the movement is the easiest, this part's the hardest. So we're going to go make this part the hardest, this part the easiest, changing it up a little bit. As well as compared to the dumbbell row where we focus more on driving our elbow and bringing it back by our hip. This we're going to be more upright. So again, we're trying to hit kind of that rear delt and that trap area like we did on the T-bar row. Really quick before I do the other side, the last thing I want to say about this is usually I won't do same movement pattern multiple times in a workout. So if this movement pattern was like really close to the dumbbell where I'm coming back here, I probably wouldn't incorporate it since it is a little bit different. We're doing it just to hit our back at multiple angles. Also, this is a pretty rare piece. I don't have this at my gym, so I usually try to take advantage of different machines that I don't have access to all the time. If you don't have this machine, you can always substitute like a bench supported on an incline dumbbell row, which obviously can't, put different weight at different parts of the movement, but it's still a good substitute. So our last exercise, we're doing dumbbell pullovers. What we're gonna do, we're gonna use the weight first, and we're just gonna use the weight in this part of the movement. And then once you hit failure, I'm gonna have a partner hold the band. I'm gonna work this part of the movement. Just use the resistance band for that. Go up to failure. You ready, Austin?
Here comes Sway Sweeney with the band. Oh yeah.
Oh baby. So that's gonna conclude the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Comment below if there's other muscle groups you want to see and how I incorporate, the stuff that I was talking about in the beginning of the video to other muscle groups. Stay tuned, more videos are going to be coming. Later this week I'm going to San Diego for a training seminar with John Meadows, the mountain dog. It's training and nutrition. I'm going to be vlogging that whole trip, so pretty excited about that. This fall, I'm gonna start coming out with some Red Vision fitness apparel. Super excited about that, so stay tuned for that. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at CD the Muscle Mechanic. I'll put it down below in case you didn't hear that, but anyways, see you guys in the next video. Red Vision Fitness.